This is Janet Gullickson, president of Germanna. This is a celebration of scholars, current scholars, and scholars of the past. Perhaps among the past scholars of Germanna, none is remembered with more affection and respect than Dr. Lazalia Richardson, whom we today are presenting posthumously the Professor Emeritus Award.
Lazalia was a true friend. You could always count on her to be there if you needed help or encouragement. She was a lot of times a steady state inside the college building. If there was chaos all around, you could count on Lazalia to be the calm in that chaos. She was a true friend. A tragedy occurred in my life, and then Lazalia became my counselor. And I owe a lot of who I am today to Lazalia for standing by me for 2 years, counseling me every week, and helping me overcome the tragedy in my life.
Many people in this community know me as a mentor, but quite honestly, my mentoring skills actually came from Lazalia. I always found her to be a person who took a keen interest in everyone with whom she had the opportunity to meet. She had this remarkable ability to really demonstrate a keen interest in individuals such that they trusted her and they shared with her because she was a great listener. Whenever people met her and really got to know them, they really realized that a lot of what I had in terms of my skill sets, in terms of my interpersonal skills and working with students and being a mentor, came from Lazalia. She has a great legacy that continues in this community, not only through our 3 wonderful children and our grandchildren, but also through many of the students that she touched over the years, including some of them who are now teachers across the country, and including several of the professors at Germanna Community College who were former students of hers. That accountability that she had for students, even before people talked about accountability in the workplace and all, that was part of her legacy as well, holding students and fellow colleagues accountable was part of the rich legacy that she's left behind.
She had high expectations of her students. She was demanding of her students, yet she also, in order to have that high bar, she knew that the only way she could get students to reach that bar was to guide them and show them along the way.
She was truly, truly a kind and wonderful woman.
Hello, I'm Dr. Janet Gullickson, president of Germanna Community College, and we are here to celebrate the accomplishments of an extraordinary class. That's the class of 2020. Never before in the whole time of modern history have our students had to persevere and make it through the obstacles of a global pandemic. Not only did our students make it through, so did our faculty and staff. I am proud of Germanna, and I am proud of our students, because together with our great faculty and staff, we've accomplished the extraordinary. So let's celebrate. I want you to take a moment also, if you would, be so kind, to thank those people who have helped you get to this place. They may be that spectacular faculty member, we have many, the best in the country, who helped you get over a class that you didn't think you'd make it through. Or it could be a staff person who helped you out when you were lost in a building, or smiled at you when you needed a smile, or helped you with financial aid, or tutoring, or just being there when you needed them. Especially, I want you to thank your family, your support system, your friends, your study buddies, the people who stood there, walked hand in hand with you to get to this place, this very special place. You are indeed extraordinary. Nobody can ever take that away from you. But so are our faculty, and so are our staff, and so are those many people who love you and were here for you. So please, remember to thank them. We're in for a very, very special treat as we celebrate the United States of America. We have tonight, or today, or at midnight, or early morning, whenever you're listening and watching this, we have the opportunity to hear one of Germanna's finest, a Germanna student who has done a wonderful job in her studies, but also as an extraordinary singer. And she plans to share her talents with us in singing our national anthem. If you're like me, you'll stand, even if you're at home. Thank you, Germanna student Alyssa Bauer. Thank you for those who have served our country. Thank you for those of you who are currently serving our country. Our freedom depends on you, and we are forever grateful. Miss Bauer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Germanna student Alyssa Bauer. Excellent. We're so proud of you.
Germanna has the privilege of having a college board that cares a lot about our college and its students. That college board is made up of representatives from the localities across the region we serve. Today, we have the privilege and honor of hearing from our board chair, Ms. Ann Tidball. She's from Madison County, and she represents the community college at large. Ms. Tidball.
Hi, I'm Ann Tidball, and I bring you greetings and congratulations from the Germanna Community College Board. It's my privilege and honor to represent the board in speaking to you today. As I began to think of what I would say to you, or should say to you, I couldn't help but reflect on my own college experience. I married at 19, right after my first year of college, and I didn't return until 7 years later. By then I had 2 children and a really busy life, but getting a college degree was always important to me. For the next 9 years, I did say 9 years, I went to college. Now, you may be thinking I was a very slow learner, but actually I could only take 1 or 2 courses at a time. But eventually, persevering, I was able to get a Bachelor of Social Work degree and a Master in Sociology. I also worked for a few years on a PhD. It was a long journey. The Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu once said, "The journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step." Think back to when you first enrolled at Germanna and took that first step. That was the beginning of your personal journey of 1,000 miles. And you have spent the last several years or more, like me, in all aspects of learning. And you are proof that Germanna has the capability, expertise, knowledge, faculty, and staff dedicated to educating and empowering you with vision with hope and achievement. This represents your future. I challenge you to take everything that you learned from this experience, and as you depart Germanna, make the best of it. You represent our future. I and other members of the College Board salute your success. You have met the challenge. Your new challenge, as you continue to move forward, is to continue to grow and extend this success into the future. Again, from all of us on the board, congratulations.
I want you to think back of any kind of help you got in terms of a scholarship or the Germanna Guarantee Program, or maybe a computer when you needed it. Those purchases, those funds, those privileges to you came through the hard work of our Germanna Educational Foundation. Miss Brooke Miller, our chair, will bring you greetings.
Good evening. My name is Brooke Miller and I am the president of the Germanna Community College Educational Foundation. On behalf of the foundation, congratulations to all of you. You should be very proud of all of your accomplishments, and I know that your families, friends, and coworkers and teachers are proud of you beyond measure. Routinely, people ask me what the foundation does in its mission to support the college. Well, we do a lot. Over the years, the foundation has raised millions of dollars to create scholarships that benefit hundreds of Germanna students every year. After you leave here tonight, the next phase of your life journey begins. A journey full of more responsibility, more opportunity, and more achievements yet to come. But one of the best ways to show your generosity is to reach behind you and help lift someone else along their journey. Can you do something for our future students? Can I challenge you to pay it forward? If you are moving on to a four-year school, remember Germanna in the same way that you remember your four-year institution. Join the Alumni Association. If you're moving into the workforce, be sure to remember your years here at Germanna. If you start a business, remember your years here at Germanna. Please pay it forward. No matter what you do from here on out, please accept my challenge by never forgetting your Germanna community. Pay it forward. It's easy. Go to germanna.edu/alumni. Become an active alumnus of Germanna and donate your time, treasure, or both to the foundation. Even something small, like an hour of your time or $5, is really big in our eyes, and it helps our future Germanna students. Please pay it forward and make a difference. Thank you very much, and congratulations on all of your achievements.
Hello, my name is Tiffany Ray. I'm the Vice President of Student Services. It's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, representing the Spring 2020 graduates, Mr. Jesse Harper. Mr. Harper was the president of the Student Government Association and received his degree in Arts and Sciences. He then transferred to the University of Mary Washington. We're proud of our students, both past and present, and all their tremendous accomplishments. We're lucky to hear from him today.
Graduating class of 2020, congratulations. You've accomplished one of the most incredible accomplishments there is to be, and especially in a time where nobody thought it was possible. Graduating during a pandemic. It's completely different than what we ever expected, especially different than the first time we walked into Germanna. I remember the first time I walked into Germanna. It's my first class, English 111, Lisa Grundy's class. Walking in, looking around, and thinking, I don't know if I can do this. And Germanna's showing me for the next several years that I could. Every step of the way, that I could do this and graduate with every single test and failure, every struggle, every stride. They made me who I am today, the leader, the one that could adapt during all of this pandemic change, the one that now going on to my next step in life, I'm able to figure out this learning online completely, not knowing what I'm doing. wanting to quit every single day that I'm sitting in front of a computer screen, going, I can't do this. But remembering what Germanna has taught me, knowing I can do this, I will do this, you can do this. We've already done this once. We can do this again, no matter what it is. No matter whether you're continuing your education, or you're already out there in the workplace, or you're doing something that you never thought you could do before. You're doing it. You can do this. We've got this. Just keep going. And you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. Good luck. And congratulations. We did it.
Our next speaker is Mr. Leandre Blakely. He represents the Fall 2020 graduates. Mr. Blakely will be graduating with his associate's degree in nursing. He's a U.S. Army veteran and plans to continue his career in nursing to continue to serve those on the front lines. We're proud of him and of his service.
Greetings, family, friends, instructors, administrators, and most especially the fall graduating class of 2020. I am honored to be the speaker for your commencement. What a year. Many of us graduating today could not have fathomed the challenges that arose during our journey to achieving academic excellence. We all have had our own difficulties that we have had to overcome along our journey. Some of us were dealing with the challenges of becoming adults. Others had to work full time. And some of us were dealing with the pressures of providing for our families, all the while trying to meet the demands that were required of us to graduate. Then COVID-19 hit. It presented an unprecedented challenge that none of us could have foreseen. Where can I get some toilet paper? But no, seriously. Also, and more importantly, what is going to be required of me to graduate now? Jordan Peterson, a Canadian psychologist and author, says that we should want for people to be effective rather than efficient. Doing so can relieve us of the stresses that come with expecting efficiency. To be efficient means to accomplish a task in the most optimal way. Meanwhile, to be effective means to achieve the desired result. I believe we all want to be efficient. However, all of us today have definitely been effective. Many instructors had to seemingly overnight learn how to provide instruction in an online environment, many of whom had never done so prior to the pandemic. Students had to adjust to the swiftly changing learning environment that was provided for us. It was difficult for all of us. We all made mistakes along the way. I know I missed a few important emails along my journey to the finish line. Yet, we are here. We all kept our eyes on the goal, which was graduation, and achieved it. I was fortunate enough to have had the opportunity to serve 12 years in the United States Army. During that time, while in uniform, I was frequently greeted with, "Thank you for your service," or "Thank you for serving our country." It was an honor to have received those praises. Yet today, I think of many people today who serve our country, not just the service members, but everyone who contributes to our society. I think of the young man gathering grocery carts at Walmart. I think of the dental hygienist that cleans my teeth. I think of the IT specialist that receives my frantic phone call when my internet goes down. Lord knows I can't miss this Zoom session. They and so many others are all vital contributors to our society. All of you will enter into the job market with your newly acquired knowledge and skills honed here at Germanna with one purpose: to use them to serve others. In a time when so much is uncertain, the desire to be effective can make all the difference in someone's life. Choose to be the best servants you can be. If we all choose to serve each other with love and care, our country will not only be effective, it will be great. I believe that adversity is an innate part of the human experience. 2020 has certainly provided us with plenty of that. Still, each of you under the sound of my voice have proven to be conquerors of adversity. You have shown great courage in your will to continue to strive towards your goals and have succeeded. If the pandemic can't hold you back, think of all that you have left to conquer. Congratulations, Germanna graduating class of 2020. May you continue to blossom into the great citizens that you are meant to be. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jean Wesley, Vice President of Academic Affairs and Workforce Development. Madam President, on the recommendation of the faculty of Germanna Community College, I present to you the candidates who are to receive an Associates of Arts and Sciences degree, an Associate in Science degree, an Associate of Applied Science degree, a certificate, and a Career Studies certificate. I certify that they have met all the requirements of these awards as specified by the Virginia State Board for Community Colleges.
Thank you, Dr. Wesley. By the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia, I hereby confer upon you the degrees, certificates, with all the rights and responsibilities and privileges thereto appertaining. Graduates, you may move your tassels to the left.